here from the upcoming. Such a pleasure to meet you. Your dress is stunning. I was admiring it from across the way.
Appreciate that.
So, for people who aren't fully aware of what the Sandman's all about, can you give us a brief glimpse, but also tell us a bit about your character?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Sandman is a completely unique graphic novel that is about the seven siblings and dream of the endless, and these anthropomorphic personifications of various themes in life. And what's great about the Sandman is the journey of it throughout the full canon. It goes everywhere. It goes, back to mythology. It goes to very contemporary America, et cetera, et cetera. And my character is very fun because it's kind of quite a niche storyline, which is the serial convention, which we come to in episode 7. Very dark, very twisted, and hopefully something that people haven't seen before on the small screen.
So were you already familiar with the graphic novels? And what might be some of the kind of the challenges but amazing things about adapting a graphic novel? Were you able to take a lot of cues just in terms of the aesthetic? And how did that feed into developing your character?
So yes and yes. So I've been a Neil Gaiman fan for a while. I was in Good Omens that he did with Terry Pratchett. And so I've, kind of deep dove into his work quite a while ago. But when it came to actually knowing who I was playing, I definitely went back to the source material, and I had a lot of screenshots on my phone during filming that I'd kind of reference, and I'd be like, oh, this scene is that, and oh, isn't that interesting, that detail. So yeah, I found it in a weird way like sort of a supplement to my preparation, getting to reference those comics.
It's such an incredible, fantastical world, but it's definitely got some really dark elements to it. And so was that really an appeal for you? And, do you think people are going to be kind of maybe surprised by what's in there?
Yeah, I think so, especially with my career. I haven't played someone of this type before, so I really enjoyed getting to have some more bloody, dark scenes. And I think that, people will be certainly surprised, shocked, but I think they've done it very, very tastefully because you don't actually see a lot of blood and gore on screen. It's sort of implicit rather than because I personally don't really connect with horror, slasher stuff, and this couldn't be further from that. So I think if you stick with us, you'll be surprised and you'll enjoy yourself.
And it's so epic in scale, and so I don't know what it was like for you, even just seeing it, post-production. But what was it like being on set and working with this incredible cast? Were there some really great moments?
Yeah, well, I remember one scene in particular in Shepperton where they built this huge set, which is in a dream, obviously, that's gone wrong, and just the level of detail and the intricacy and all of those artists that have come together behind the scenes to realize this fantastical world. It's such a privilege to then get to act in those environments. So that was oh wow, this is not a normal job.
Do you have a different view on dreams after being in this series?
100%. Yeah, I'm can I trust what happens when I dream? What's, okay, so yes. So this is a slight tricky question before Friday, but I'll be vague and specific if I can. So I come into it in episode 7. I'm in 3 episodes of mostly the serial convention, so anyone who's read about that will know what I mean. And what's great about my character is it's actually an amalgamation of a couple of characters from the comic that then became something that hopefully viewers will enjoy and respond to. And different gender, different. I'm really excited to hear what you all think. This is super geeky, but it's actually a play. My favorite play, Hedda Gabler, which is a Norwegian play by Henrik Ibsen. And actually she's a very conflicted, slightly dark character too, like my character in this. So I don't know, maybe there's something twisted in me that I'm trying to explore. And then in Sandman, oh my god, it's so many incredible roles. But I'm excited to see everyone else. I certainly, as an actor, I always try to find how I relate to the role because that's where I can bring my truth. So there's a heck of a lot of Jill in certainly the emotional arc of it. Obviously, I'm not a serial killer in real life, but certainly the emotions in that journey is all stuff I've drawn on from my experience. Oh, I think I'm going to draw on a crazy cat lady. So I might just be hanging out with my cats. Maybe on a beach or something. I'm very basic. I'm there with you.